a man provides for his family, regardless of whatever means the man is doing. And that's what defines a man. He provides for his family. And that scene touched me. And I remember that scene because I was having a conversation with a friend. And we were talking about how it's good for people to be innocent. And it's good for men to be innocent. I told her that innocence is not a virtue in men. Innocent men are not useful. Innocence in men is not something that can actually help them if they are trying to survive in an environment. And dishonest men, if there's competition and a struggle for survival, dishonest men against honest men, dishonest man is always going to win. The dishonest man is always going to win. The man that is willing to cheat is always going to win. It is necessary because innocence is only a virtue in children, maybe a little bit in women, but mostly in children, right? Children are weak, and innocence is what makes a child. Literally, innocence is what makes it. That's why we love children. They are innocent, right? They've not committed any sin. They are new to the world. This innocence that allows the world want to protect children. They are weak and they are innocent. But you see, a man needs to spoil. A man needs to break. You see, the job of men or masculinity is to learn to navigate the physical world. Okay, one of the job of navigate the physical world and learn how to survive in it. So it is the job of men to survive and to provide the resources not just for them or their community, for their family and their children. But sometimes, in order for you to survive in an environment that is very competitive, you have to kind of make and spoil a little bit. It's okay for a man to be somehow bad. A man needs to have some kind of badness inside him, because if he is to encounter other people in a very competitive world who are willing to do bad things to survive or bad things to him, he is not going to survive that kind of encounter. So he needs to be a little bit dangerous, he needs to be a little bit bad. So innocence is not needed. Right? I believe that a man who refuses to provide because he refuses to do something bad is a sinner. And a man who does something bad to provide for his family is more honorable than the man who puts his feet down and said that I will never be dishonest, I'm never going to do anything bad. Your family are struggling. You've left your duty of providing. So it is okay for men to be bad. It is very okay. What I'm saying is, if push comes to shove, there are situations where as a man you need to be dishonest, you need to be bad, you need to be willing to cheat. If not, you're not going to survive. And it's okay to do those bad things. Alright? For the higher purpose of what? Providing for your family. Innocence is a very useless trait. It is not needed. Alright, you will not be useful to other men. You will not be able to survive if need be. In situations that you need to, right? If they are innocent. But in children, innocence is needed. As boys growing up and becoming men, you need to have some certain kind of experience that is going to make you spoil. You need to have some certain kind of experience that is going to make you spoil. And not spoil in a way, because I remember this quote, they said if you stare long enough into the abyss stares right back. A man who fights monsters should be where he doesn't become a monster. And this is also the struggle of men, right? You need to know how to be bad, and you need to know when it is necessary. You need to know how to be good, when you need to know how to flip that switch. A man should be able to kill another person, another man, carry a baby in the same day. He should have the capacity for strong empathy, serious psychopathy when he wants to compete. So it is balance between these two that is very difficult. Very, very difficult. So innocence is not needed, right? But you should have empathy, but at the same time you should be able to flip that switch and be psychopathic and be very, very selfish when you need to be. If not, you are not going to survive.